Hey there. Welcome aboard. If you are new to the channel, then please consider subscribing for more upcoming videos. Become Girl with Magic Part 2. Outside on the street, Grandma led me to the corner of 5th Avenue and 14th Street. She pointed up north and said, "Up there at 59th Street is the Plaza Hotel. By the time we walk up there, you're either going to be a woman or the whole experiment is a bust. But be warned that the closer we get to the Plaza Hotel, the more intense the pressure for change will become. The more force you will have to put in your mind to control your desire for your objective. It's going to get very, very tough before it gets better. But when it gets better, you're going to be the happiest young girl on the planet, so first come with me into Klein's department store." With that, Grandma led me into a large department store which was just off Union Square Park. She looked up intimate apparel on the directory, and I followed her to that intensely feminine part of any store where racks hold huge, dense collections of bras and panties. Okay, if you want to be a girl, starting this second, you think like a girl. Go find a bra and panty that you like and come back to me. But Grandma, there are ladies looking. Okay, the project is a failure. Let's go home. What? Look, I'll give you one more chance. Do you remember your promise? Yes. Well, don't break it. Now go find a bra and panty that you like and come back. I saw what she was getting at, so I started looking over the racks of bras and forced myself to not be concerned about the women shopping nearby. It took just a second to realize that I didn't know my chest size, and I came back to Grandma saying, "But what size do I wear?" "What would a girl who didn't know her exact size do? Try on several different sizes?" I asked. "Yes, that's possible, but perhaps a bit slow. Do you see the sales lady over there?" Looking across the racks, I saw a woman sorting panties and wearing a name badge. "Yes." "Well, you are allowed to ask her to measure you for a bra." Any girl would know that. Smart enough not to question Grandma, I got up my courage and walked over to the woman. "Ma'am, excuse me, but I don't know my bra or panty size, and I wonder if you could help me figure them out." The woman looked at me like I had a glob of pudding stuck on my face. "Measure you?" After glancing back toward Grandma and seeing her expression, I said, "Yes, measure me for a bra and panties if you're not too busy." After hesitating, the woman found a tape measure and did the necessary chest measurements. "I guess you would wear a 36A bra if you were a girl, and I'd guess you would wear size 7 panties." "Thank you," I said, and returned to browsing through the racks. It didn't take long till I realized that I couldn't find any 36A bras. So I went back to the sales lady saying, "Where are the 36A bras kept?" "Of course we don't have that size," she said impudently. "Obviously you should just take a 36A if you really insist on getting a bra for yourself." "Thank you," I said once again and went back to browsing through the racks. This time I found many possibilities for a 36A bra. I ignored all the fancy ones with lace or the pink ones, and concentrated instead on finding the plainest white one I could find. I finally settled on a jockey for her bra and then found some plain white no-frills panties. They even seemed to me like something a boy could wear. I walked back to Grandma and she said, "Fine," and walked with me to the cash register to pay for them. The saleswoman was even more surprised that Grandma was with me, but she evidently accepted the situation. Grandma turned to me at the counter and asked, "What's it going to be, a dress, a skirt, or jeans?" I looked at her puzzled, and she said, "For your first outfit, what's it going to be?" Acutely aware of the sales lady, I said, "Jeans, I guess." "Okay, then throw in a pair of knee-highs for my granddaughter, would you?" Grandma said to the saleswoman, who then took a pair from behind the counter and added them to the bra and panty I had picked out. After paying for the clothes, Grandma led me to the girls' jeans section and told me to find a pair and also a top. It didn't take long for me to figure out to ask a saleswoman to fit me for the right size jeans and to tell me that I could wear a medium-sized blouse. I took a pair of blue denim Jordache jeans and a polo top that looked fairly unisex, and Grandma paid for them. This time she announced to the saleswoman, "My granddaughter would like to wear her new clothes out of the store. Can she change in the fitting room?" The startled woman didn't get a chance to answer when Grandma led me to the woman's fitting room and ushered me into a booth. "Put these on and leave behind your boys' clothes." I looked at her with some confusion and she said, "Hurry up, and yes, of course you can figure out how to put your bra on." I could see now how deeply I was plunging into a foreign land. so I concentrated real hard on thinking how joyous Joey will be to find me as a woman. I told myself that I'm real lucky to get such nice new clothes as I stripped naked. The panties were easy to put on and felt really different from my normal jockey shorts. A little lighter material, and they held me close at different places. The bra was a real trip and felt positively strange across my chest. The blouse and jeans also fit really kind of different than my boys' clothes, and looking into the mirror, I didn't think they fit very well. My boy's shape was not well suited for clothes cut for women. I stepped out and showed Grandma, and she only made a slight comment. "It's a start, honey. Now let's get you some shoes, and I'll let you pick out a perfume to wear, and we'll get your ears pierced." I was going to select girls' sneakers, but here Grandma intervened. "No, you've got to start walking like a girl, so you'll have to get shoes." Looking around, I saw some penny loafers with a low heel, and she said they'd be fine with my jeans, so that was what we got. As before, I left behind my boys' sneakers and walked away in the new shoes. At the perfume counter, there were so many scents. I just took the first one I ran into. La Escada, realizing too late when Grandma was spraying it on me that it was extremely feminine compared to others I had smelled in the past. But Grandma seemed to be very happy I had chosen it. Grandma also had me select some lipstick and a compact, as well as pick out a handbag from a large collection displayed near the cosmetics counter. I chose pink lipstick, thinking it would blend in better with my lips, and a white pocketbook with a long strap. Next, we headed to the jewelry counter, where I picked out some gold studs and had them inserted in my ears. I thought I'd be a lot more self-conscious about this, seeing how this was certainly not the kind of place where men got their ears pierced. But I was wearing a girl's outfit, and I was slowly getting used to ignoring the stares from people around me. I may be a kind of ugly girl right now, I thought, but I will be beautiful soon enough, so just let them stare all they want. Out on the street, we faced north on 5th Avenue. "Now we start walking uptown," Grandma said. "I want you to concentrate on the women around you. Look at everyone we pass. Think about what clothes they're wearing. Think about their hairstyles, their figures, their jewelry, their makeup, the way they walk. Everything, really concentrate." "Yes, Grandma," I said. "The point is for you to try to imitate them as much as possible." "Yes, Grandma, I'll try my best." As Grandma must have known, there were hordes of people out and about, and half of them were women. Not just frumpy, overweight Midwestern women wearing jogging outfits, but stunning and sophisticated New York City women. From secretaries to lawyers to CEOs and VPs, they wore well-tailored suits, dresses, skirts, and blouses as they marched along on the avenue. "Now really concentrate on your walk and don't take giant male steps. Take much more ladylike, smaller steps," Grandma coached me. With only a great deal of effort was I able to decrease the length of my stride. It helped a lot to focus on the dozens of pairs of stockinged legs walking toward and past us as we negotiated the first block. I did my best to imitate them and felt like I was making some progress. However, we hadn't gotten to 17th Street before a new wave of self-consciousness swept over me. "Grandma, I feel ridiculous. These jeans don't seem appropriate here on 5th Avenue. All the women are wearing skirts and dresses." We stopped in front of a large plate glass window within which I could see our reflections. "Look at me. I guess I sort of have some feminine qualities from the clothes and lipstick, but I feel like I'm just a kid playing dress-up." "What do you want to do about it?" Grandma asked. "Would you be mad at me if I said getting the jeans was probably a mistake? I mean, I think now that I want to wear a skirt like all the other women, and stockings as well. That way, I think I'd begin to feel more like a woman. A lot more like a woman." "Very good, dear. There is no need to apologize. We'll just run into the next clothing store we find and see if you can't find you a skirt to wear." We began walking uptown again, and I turned to Grandma and asked, "I think a skirt would be nice, but I think I also have 2 other big problems." "What do you mean?" "Well, for one, my hair is way too short, and we'll stop in a hair salon and get you a wig. What's the other problem? I don't know how to say it, but, speak up!" "I mean, I don't have any chest. All the women I pass seem to at least have some sort of breasts sticking out, and I've got nothing. I think I ought to get some breasts, but where could I get them?" Grandma reached in her handbag and took out 2 scarves she kept there. She balled one of them up and said, "Stuff it in your bra. Out here on the street? Let's go in that doorway," she said, and I followed her to a slightly hidden alcove off the street, where I quickly filled my bra with the scarves. "Pretty good. Grandma said when I was done. "Now let's get you some hair." Once again, walking up the street, I felt relieved to have my small womanly chest in front of me, though I really couldn't figure out why. Glancing at some of the men walking by, I felt like I was starting to become different from them. They probably don't know anything about bras, and they probably don't know anything about having a woman's figure. 23rd Street was a large intersection, and Grandma saw that there was a hair parlor across the street. A few wigs were displayed in the window, and without waiting to be asked, I pointed to one of long, light brown hair which I wanted. Inside the shop, Grandma had me fitted with it and styled. The hairdresser, Mario, was very swishy, and if he thought there anything strange about me being outfitted with a wig, he didn't let on. With long hair, I had to admit to myself that I was really starting to look and feel girlish. As we walked up Fifth Avenue, now reaching 28th Street, I was getting impatient to get a skirt. I saw so many women walking confidentially to and fro in their short skirts that I felt increasingly silly, wearing jeans. If I was going to become one of them, then I had better start looking more like them, I thought. As we walked along, I asked Grandma 100 questions about what kind of skirt I ought to get, until she began laughing. If you enjoyed it, then be sure to subscribe and join our little community.